Hello again, friends and all the Wolfpack members. Chaos Wolf here with the Mighty Ducky, and welcome back to Zero to Hero, the series where we go from space crap-out pilot to hopefully one day God amongst the stars. Now, as you can see, we hit our first major milestone that we actually managed to get ourselves into the Imperial Clipper. Still haven't thought of a name for this ship yet, but I'm sure the comments field will be awash with suggestions in the near future. But what do we need to go and do, or what do I want to go and do this episode? Well, first of all, last episode we managed to go and get some modifications made to this ship. If we go and have a look in the outfitting department at the core internals, you can see that we modified the power plant, the thrusters and the frameshift drive. Let's have a look. Modifications. We actually managed to modify the frameshift drive with a class 4 FSD upgrade, which gives us a grand total of basically another 40% optimized mass and a reduce in thermal load, so that's not bad at all. We even managed to upgrade the thrusters and the power plant somewhat. And on the optional internals, we even managed to go and modify the frameshift drive interdictor. So we've had a few modifications, but I want to take a little bit of a break from the engineers at the moment, especially since we need to get some more money to make this ship a little bit more sturdy. Because as you can see at the moment, we are rocking a very paltry C7 shield generator. I really want to get this to the A-rated shield generator, but in order to do so, let's go and have a look in here. We need to go and get ourselves a little over 51 million credits. Although that's only around here. If we went into Alliance space, into Li Yongri space, that would be around about 15% cheaper. So, around about 45 million credits we need to get to. And currently we have less than 4. So, what do I want to go and do? I want to go and make us some money. And what I'm thinking of doing currently is actually having a look at the mission board. And we can go and have a look at the community goals, because it's been a while since Ducky's gone and done one of these. And as you can see from my newsletter this week, we have the famine appeal for Ambika and the defending supply lines to Ambika. So that's what I'm planning to go and do, is actually go and do some bounty hunting and potentially go and do potentially both of these. We'll see how it goes. But first of all, let's go and sign up for the bounty hunting in Ambika. So there we go, we are now signed up and we have our route already plotted. It's going to take me 10 jumps to get over there thanks to our brand new shiny frameshift drive modification. So let's go and get ourselves over to Ambika. Ah, the star of Ambika. I have not seen you before. Probably after this I'll probably not see you again. But this was an extremely uneventful trip, and already we can see commanders in the space here. So what have we got to go and do with this one is basically earn rewards by handing in bounty vouchers at the Ambika system. Basically Goulard City, which is where we're heading currently. But it doesn't say what type of bounty vouchers. So what I would potentially do is just have a look around, see if I can find any wanted ships. So I've just got to quickly check my fire groups as well, because I don't even have my frameshift drive interdictor bound. There we go, now we do. My system authority, we don't need that. But I wouldn't mind finding some wanted transports, potentially type 6 and above. That would be nice. But whether or not we're going to get them is another issue. So we'll just fly around, have a look at a few things, see if we can find anything wanted. Although I suspect that finding anything wanted here might be a somewhat substantial challenge, considering that we are in open and there are a lot of other commanders here. But there was no luck checking around locally, although we do have a planetary ring system right here. It is an icy ring, and potentially there may be some resource extraction sites there. So first of all, let's go and drop in at Goulart City, so make sure that that is our last place we were docked. So that if we do get exploded, we're not going to go and have to jump all the way back again. So as we come in as well, we can have a look over at our navigation panel and let's see what we can find. Goulart City, do we have any resource extraction sites? I can't really see anything currently. Ambika 1A. Ambika 2. Oh, there we go, resource extraction sites. I was just completely blind there. We have standard and high. And there we go, it's down this way, isn't it? Yes, it is. So I suspect we're not going to have any around this particular planet itself. But either way, we need to go and have a look at the Goulart City and then head out after, even if it is only just to go and put boots on the ground and jump out straight away. And there is Goulart City. I've got to say, I really do like the sound of the Clipper's boost. You know, I didn't realise space had a deep south. Apparently it does. So let's get through here, and we're on pad 32.
500 meters from touchdown.
Thank you kindly, ma'am. Yeah, my horrendous attempt at a deep south accent there. Yeah, I know, I'm appalling at that kind of thing. Well, there we go. Boots are on the ground. Let's go and see if we can find any missions for killing things in system anyway. Yeah, me too. So, let's go into the mission board and let's see if we can find any missions for killing things in system. So, we've got donate to the cause, we've got a bunch of delivery missions, nothing interesting there. Donation, delivery, and yeah, it doesn't seem like there's very much of interest in this system for us currently. So, oh well. Looks like we're going to have to go and make do without any missions. So let's go and exit here. Let's go and launch, and let's go and find ourselves a nice little extraction site to go to, because it's over at Ambika 2. So let's start off with the low resource extraction site, just because I'm not quite so confident with the strength of our shields currently. So let's go and find and see what we can get. There's already a couple of commanders in station. So let's go, get out, and let's see if we can find somewhere to go and carve out some bounties from the local pirate populace.
All clear. Flight control out.
Flight assist on. Frameshift drive charging.
So let's get into Super Cruise and go and see what we find at this resource extraction site.
2, 1, engage.
And I've got to say, I do love the speed of the Imperial Clipper, even though, as you can see, where are our thrusters? Here we go. We've only got 6D thrusters. We do have them modified somewhat, but we do manage to get a good turn of speed out of them. But I am looking forward to getting grade A thrusters, so that'll be extremely nice to have at some point. Because then we'll be able to have a lot more acceleration and a bit higher top speed. So that's going to be nice, and the ship will obviously be a bit more responsive, but to start with, getting the shields is the most important thing for us. Now that does basically mean that we're going to have to go and get about 40 million credits worth of well, more money, mission rewards, and so on. So we've got a bit of a way ahead of us, We could try trading, but honestly trading bores me to tears, so I'm not going to be going and doing that. If I were winged with a group of other commanders and we were on chat, perhaps yes, but not solo. So let's get over there. Let's actually see how have a look ahead at some of these ships ahead of us. System authorities. Airhead, are you wanted? Because I hope you are. No. Oh. Nah, they won't be wanted. So let's just carry on down to this resource extraction site. I'm not expecting to find much. Or at the very worst, I'm expecting to find a crap ton of commanders already in the resource extraction site. If that's the case, then we're just going to have to go either and jump over to the private group or jump over to solo so we can go and at least find some wanted pilots in here. Because I don't want to have to go and fight for scraps among other commanders in open if I don't have to. I mean, yes, I generally do prefer to play in open on this series, but if need be, I will jump to something else. Now, I am hoping that this is an ice ring, because this is going to be really nice to go and see. So, let's get ourselves in here. As you can see, we are actually in one of the lighter sections of the ring. So that's going to be nice. And looking up at the planet, just look at that. So we're not far out, only a couple of megameters. So 3, 2, 1, and I dropped a little bit too early, naturally. So I'm going to have to wait for the FSD cooldown. Look at that, 0.02, too early. So let's jump back into Super Cruise, and I'm pretty sure we'll pretty much just have to jump straight out the second we get in. There we go. Come on, there we go. Let's get out. Here we go. And just look at that. Got a lot of ice asteroids. There's a lot to see here. Are you wanted? I really do hope you are. No, you're not. Got system authorities. More system authorities, and just this guy here. We've got something else over this way, so let's go and have a look. Oh, it's just another miner. Come on, we want something to shoot at. Okay, so we have somebody scanning us, and they are in a federal assault ship. So let's get ourselves turned around. Let's get this guy scanned back. Now, he is wanted, and he is an expert, so let's wait until he starts running away. There we go, scan is complete, so let's swap weapons. Now this is going to be interesting, and I forget I've only got burst lasers currently. I don't actually have any beam lasers installed on this ship yet. So let's target his power plant, there we go. So let's dump some chaff. And let's get this guy taken down as fast as we can get it taken down. So let's put power into systems. Yeah, now you can see that the maneuverability of this ship is somewhat underwhelming currently. Now we are getting shot at by something, but I'm not sure what it is. Because we don't have anything showing up as hostile. System authorities, there's a hell of a lot of them. Who's this guy? Is this the guy that was shooting at me potentially? Well, he is wanted, so let's go and scan him. And whilst we're catching him up... Did we finish scanning him? I don't think we did. So he's popped shaft, but we're still able to scan him.
Under attack.
Oh yes, I forget. We're not able to scan him if he's over a certain over 2 kilometers away, because I've only got the stock scanner.
Target shields offline.
So There we go. We've pretty much got him. There he goes. That's him down. And there is an absolute veritable swarm of System Authority vessels around here. So, Dean, let's see. You're an Imperial ship. Are you wanted? I sincerely hope so. Yes, you are. So let's go and get the scan done on him whilst we are going and shooting at him. Hopefully he's not going to go and drop chaff just yet. So let's get his shields down. Come on. Because you know, Imperial Eagles, they're not exactly well known for their armour. That's my kill. Go get your own. Yeah, this is seeming somewhat easy, really. And we're not coming across anything really challenging at all. I mean, all I'm seeing currently is just System Authority vessels, so perhaps I may want to go and jump into a different part of the ring. Actually, come to think of it, let's have a look over and see what we found. Chemical processors, we definitely going to need some of those. Something I completely forgot to go and check previously. So let's get in and go and scoop these up. So that's one. What else we got? Anything else that would be of some use? No, doesn't appear to be that anything that I want currently. So let's retract the cargo scoop and get the hell out of this asteroid field. So let's go and have a look at one of the higher intensity resource extraction sites. See if we can find something else to go and shoot at. Something a little bit more challenging. So here we are. We have two high resource extraction sites right over there. Now, I'm thinking of going to this one here, because I suspect the other one's actually a little bit further away. No, it's actually a little closer. But either way, they're not exactly that far off. So let's go and head into this one and see what we can find. I mean, hopefully there is going to be something more for us to go and shoot out, some more bounties for us to go and collect on. So 10 kilometers out, we see one thing. What is it? I suspect it may... Oh, that is definitely not a mining ship. What have we got? He's deadly. And is he in a wing? No, he's not. Well, the question is, do I dare to try doing this? I'm going to wait until I've scanned him, wait until he finds out that I've got nothing on me, and wait for him to turn away. So, power plant. So let's shoot at him. He's popped chaff, so evasive manoeuvres. We want to stay fairly close to him so he can't turn on us that easily. Yeah, I say that and he's already turned on us. Oh, he's got plasma weapons. This is going to be interesting. Oh, I think we just managed to dodge that one. So let's drop our not heat sink. Let's go and drop a shield cell bank, because we really need that. He's still got his chaff burning, so there we go. Let's drop some of our own, actually, to go and counteract him. So we want to stay on his power plant. He's dropping a shield cell bank as well now. So that's not fair. Only I'm allowed to do that. So let's drop some chaff of our own. And let's close the gap. Because I really want to go and take this guy's shields out. Because that's the issue with the Third Lance. It's got great shields, but its hull armor is absolutely appalling. And there he is, using another shield cell bank. Until he runs out of chaff, we're not going to be able to take those shields down all that easily. So let's do the same to him then. We'll stay face-hugging him for the moment to try and get those damn shields down. Because if he keeps popping out the chaff, we're not going to be able to stop him keeping his shields up. Yeah, we've got some module malfunction. That's fine. If only I had beam lasers, these shields would probably be down by now. Trying to ram him there, actually, to get his shields down. Seems one of my lasers has malfunctioned as well, so now I'm halfway down on the ability to actually go and take his shields down. I don't want to use the multi-cannons yet. Hopefully he's out of shield cell banks. Come on, come on. Alright, let's spin this around. There we go, his shields are down. So let's get in a bit closer.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
What? I didn't drop chaff. Pretty sure I didn't. He's dropping cargo. Here we go. Come on, we're getting to a decent distance away. And we've got him with our multi-cannons.
Module malfunction.
So let's get the multi-cannons on him. We can't yet, can we? So get around, get around. Come on. We need to take that ship out before it gets its shields back up. And it looks like we're getting very close to being able to do this.
Flight assist off.
Let's get our turn as quick as possible. No, you're not taking me down.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Come on, reload, 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 reload. And we got him. Ooh, just as his shields come back up. That was not bad. 160,000 credits. So, did he drop anything interesting? Basic medicines, alloys, chemical processors. Again, something that we need. So let's put our weapons away so we can actually go and get our cargo scoop out. And then let's actually go and scoop this. I could do with getting some collector drones on here, but I'm not overly worried about that currently.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Anything else? Low energy wakes, high density composites, basic management. It's not a lot really there that is of any interest. So what I want to know is I've got one shield cell bank left. But we have gone a good way away from the centre. As you can see, we're 12 kilometres out already. So let's swap back to our scanner. And what was this? Oh, it's a System Authority vessel. That's not a System Authority vessel. That is a gunship. And that is actually friendly, so I'm not worrying about that. Yeah, not a lot we can see currently. A gunship mining. Alright, well, apparently we got some inconsistent shield soak data from that, so I'm not overly worried about it not being wanted. But we do have an Asp Explorer here. Tristan McDonald. He's elite and he is wanted, but he's an Asp Explorer. So I'm curious now, how easy is this going to be to take out? And I'm even more curious how much he's going to be worth. Well, it goes to show that that doesn't work anymore. So, yeah, interesting. So let's wait for his... There we go. We'll start having a go as well now. Yeah, I really need to go and get this ship looked after. Oh, need to be a bit careful now. Let's get a bit closer, so that the authorities won't get hit by any stray shots. Get out the way.
Module malfunction.
So let's get a little closer, because we don't want to risk anybody being in the way of a stray shell or a stray shot, because if that happens we are going to be in a world of hurt.
Under attack. Target cargo dropped.
So I'm under attack, but it's most likely, yeah, it is just him.
Scan detected. Module malfunction.
There we go, that's him gone. And how much would he be worth? Oh, just shy of 100,000 himself. And just look at that swarm of the absolute swarm of authority vessels. So we've got a deadly python. I suspect he's going to be wanted as well. Yes, he is. And he's already being attacked. So let's swap over to the scanner.
Module malfunction.
We'll scan him as we are taking his shields down. Come on, let's get them down. There we go. I think we've got him fully scanned as well.
Module malfunction.
I'm glad it's only one of my burst lasers that's a little bit... Oh, there goes my shields.
Taking damage. Under attack.
Well, he's gone.
Target destroyed.
But I do think that is pretty much time for us to go and get our ship
Capacity exceeded.
looked after. We need to go and get some repairs made. So let's go and lock on to the station and get the hell out of Dodge.
Frameshift drive charged.
Well, it seems we've got a couple of 100,000 credits worth of bounties going at the moment, so I'm curious to see how many of those actually count towards the community goal, whether it just be the 300,000 that we have at the bottom or whether the other ones count as well. because I don't remember doing much bounty hunting on this account recently. So let's go find out what actually goes and counts for this.
Good night, Hangout Hotel Echo. Flight control channel open. All vessels may be subject to random security scans, Commander.
So let's go and request docking and get our feet on the ground.
Granted, go to pad 2-5.
Well, like I said before, I didn't realise space had a deep south, but it seems that it does, and we are in it. Ooh, I love the manoeuvrability of this ship now that we've upgraded the thrusters. Like I said, they're only D-rated thrusters, but they really serve their purpose. I can't wait to see how well this thing manoeuvres with modified A-rated thrusters.
500 meters from touchdown.
Landing gear deployed.
There we go. Let's have a look, shall we?
Systems offline. Be on your best behavior, Commander.
So, restock all. It's 3,000 credits worth of ammunitions and 36,000 credits worth of repair. So that was a good smack that we took right towards the end. But at least we got our bounty. You know, anything to justify the means there. Well, the ends justify the means is what I meant. But yeah, whatever. Shut up, Chaos. Let's go and have a look at the contacts. Because as we can see, under here, we currently haven't actually put anything in. So 0 credits earned. The grand total here is 357,500, all but the kicking and screaming. So let's see, does all that count? So let's go and see. Yes, it does. So all but the kicking and screaming, 357,500. So that's nice. We're definitely going to be like, right, oh, we're in the top 50% already. So already we're going to be getting over 2 million credits worth of rewards. So if that's for the top 50%, I wonder how easy it's going to be to get into the top 10 or even the top 10% or even the top 10 commanders. I suspect it may be a little difficult to get into the top 10, the AA tier, but I wouldn't mind getting into the B or A tiers, so I'll have to see how this goes. I suspect that I may actually go and fly a little bit more with the Wolfpack between episodes and see how well this goes. But anyway, guys, that's going to be enough for this episode. I'm not quite sure if it's longer or shorter than usual, most likely a little shorter, but either way, I hope you do. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. You know, as always, like the video if you've liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Neither of those good enough for you, that's what the comments are for. But I've been Commander Chaos Wolf, you guys have been epic, I will see you soon. And until then, Commanders, keep flying and stay shiny.